Erev Shabbat Shalom. We begin this week the book of Shemot, the book of redemption, and we're introduced to Moshe Rabbeinu, Moshe, a teacher who will be with us, who will basically complete from here, from the beginning of Sefer Shemot through the remaining of the 5 books of Moses. Moshe is the leader, is the star, and his birth is shrouded in, without names. It's an irony that Sefer Shemot, the book of names, V'yelech ish me Beit Levi, takes a man from the tribe of Levi who takes his wife, and there are no names. But Moshe then grows up and he goes out to his brethren. He tries to help and is not successful. He flees Egypt and he's a refugee in the land of Midian, and he's living his life there. And suddenly God remembers the Jewish people and remembers Moshe's mission to redeem the Jewish people. And it's fascinating when we look at the language. The language is as follows, that Moshe says the bush, and Moshe haya ro'eh et tzon Yitro. Moshe is minding the sheep of his father-in-law Yitro, and he comes out to the desert, and there is a bush that is burning. Vayar et hasneh bo'er, v'hasneh nenu ukal. The bush is burning, it is not consumed. The image of the Jewish people for millennia, perhaps their tragedies, perhaps there's trauma, but it is not consumed. V'yomer Moshe, and Moshe says, Ser na ve'ereh, I will look at and see this mareh gadol, this great vision. Madua lo yivaraseh, why is the bush not consumed? Vayare Hashem ki sar lirot, and God notices that Moses notices, and only then vayikra elav Elohim mitoch hasneh, God calls out to Moshe, saying, Moshe, Moshe. Moshe responds, Hineni, here I am. And the first thing God tells him is, Al tikrav halom, don't get too close. And then he continues and states, Anochi, I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the gods of Jacob. And Moshe's immediate response is, Vayisar Moshe et panav ki yareh me'abit Elohim. Moshe hides his face, for he is fearful to look at God. And the commentators note that the only reason God appears is because Moshe is willing to notice and willing to go out and see what's going on, what's happening. Vayar Elokim kisar lirot. God sees that Moshe is aser na ve'ereh. Let me turn aside and notice what's going on. And then God says, I'm here. And Moshe says, I'm here, but I can't look. I can't see. And the tension between looking and not looking, turning towards and turning away. We live in a society where so often things are exposed. And there are great benefits in that. You're able to be aware and to be caring and to be concerned about others because everything's out in the open. But there are also times, V'yasar Moshe et panav, to turn away and to give people the privacy and the dignity for their own private lives. And that, in fact, is the route to redemption, to know when to turn towards and when to turn away, and the difference between the two. May this Shabbat, as we begin Sefer Gula, as we begin the book of redemption, may we have the courage to turn towards the people we love most in our lives, to say, Hineni, I'm here for you, but with that, to also give them their privacy and their dignity, and recognize there are private parts to each one of our lives. We need to both be there while respecting the differences that exist. Shabbat Shalom.